Why am I always the perfect weight for my body? I got some tips, techniques that you guys can use to always be the perfect weight for your body. This is Susie, your beautiful swan queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful ducklings. Subscribe, smash the like button, share my videos, and I promise I'll love you forever. All right, so tips, techniques, and tools we can use for weight loss. My cover picture today, that is my mini-me. That is my beautiful daughter, Savannah. She said I could use her picture, so I have her permission. The difference between her and I is words. Literally, our words and our questions. She doesn't question her weight. I do. She doesn't question what she can eat. I do. She's always saying the opposite of what I say. And I noticed the last 6 weeks when we were in quarantine or on vacation, as I preferred to call it, there is a huge difference between the things that somebody who has a weight problem says and somebody who is naturally thin says. Back set. On my daughter, when she was growing up, I told her she was always thin. You have a fast metabolism. So I get that as she was growing up, I gave her a few little things that I knew at that time consciously to teach her about weight, so nobody ever picked on her or said she was fat. My ex-husband used to tell me, you're too thin and then you're too fat. And that plays with our heads. It plays with our minds. My current boyfriend, he doesn't care. It's like, I think I'm fat. He's like, you're fine. I think I'm fat. You're fine. Okay, prove it. He finds ways to prove that he doesn't think I'm fat. But that's how we think when we have a weight problem. We think we're fat. We step on the scale and we're questioning, did we gain weight? I hope I lost weight, but did we gain weight? We are constantly looking in the mirror thinking that, poof, we're automatically going to have Jessica Rabbit's figure instead of knowing it's coming. Things my daughter naturally says. I'm thin. I'm skinny. She also says she has a super fast metabolism. She can eat whatever she wants. One bad thing she says, I have a super fast metabolism. I can eat anything I want and not gain an ounce. But everybody comes to my house and gains weight. I think that's horrible. She said, I go to her house and I'm going to gain weight. Shame on her. Actually, she stopped saying that phrase because I was like, seriously, Savannah, I already have a weight problem and you want to say, and she laughed. But she said it's true. She stays the same. She stays thin. She stays wet. But she also says a number. She says a number that she weighs a lot. And she's constantly telling you that she's 103 pounds soaking wet. She tells me I want to be 115 pounds, but I'm 103 pounds soaking wet. So I told her she needs to start saying she's 115 pounds soaking wet. That's the difference. Honest to God, the difference. And why I preach my technique, where you create a story that is one sentence long, turn it into a question, and praise the situation in ways that you want it to add value or enrich your life or turn out. So for weight loss, I would pick a number. Why am I always the perfect weight for my body? That is absolutely positively wonderful if you are a woman and you're pregnant, if you are losing the weight after the pregnancy, if you are, not having a weight problem right now. But for us who have a weight problem, I've noticed that picking the number seems to help a lot better. So for me, I want to be 123.4 pounds. Obviously, you can tell I have a digital scale. And I just think that number is really cool. 123.4. So it's 1234. Kind of interesting number, but hey, whatever makes our boat. So the other thing is a size. So instead of a number, you can pick a dress size. So prior to having 4 children, and then I had 4 kids, I was a size 5. After I had my first one, my hips would not go back into a size 5. I became a size 7. But when I was a size 5, I talked about it all the time. Size 5. What do you mean size 5? I didn't ask you if it was your shoe size, your pant size, your shirt size. What? Nope, size 5. Everything was a 5. My shoes were a size 5. My pants were a size 5. My dress was a size 5. I wore a double D in my bra. And my ring. My ring is a size 5. Everything was a size 5. And I'm 5 foot tall. So I was this 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Everything was a 5. And I loved being a 5. I didn't talk about how much I weighed. I talked about the fact that I was a size 5. That's it. I was size 5. I was size 5. Everything's a size 5. A size 5 shoe, shirt, pants. It didn't matter. Everything was a 5. And I would keep saying it over and over and over again. Well, then when I had kids, my figure changed because that happens when you're a woman. And I became more curvy like Jessica Rabbit. Loved that look being Italian. I had curves to die for. And I stopped saying all of that though when I got bit by the snake. And they put me on steroids and antibiotics for 6 months. And they kept telling me, you're going to gain weight. Don't be upset. We know you're going to gain weight. You're going to gain weight. You're going to gain weight. I was stressed out. I had a year-old baby. I couldn't walk. I was on crutches for 6 months and it got to me. So my verbiage stopped. I stopped saying I was the size 7. I stopped saying that I was the perfect weight for my body. And I started worrying about how much weight I gained. And then I would lose some and I would gain it back. And lose some and gain it back because of the yo-yo dieting cycle. Now that's my particular journey. Other people's journey is going to be different. But I started asking a lot of people and the difference between people who are thin and people who are heavy. They drink their calories, so it doesn't count. Well, do you notice I drink my calories, so it doesn't count? So if they're drinking 3 cans of pop, that's, 800 calories maybe, and then they only eat 1 meal a day. They're really not eating a lot of calories, which is how they're staying thin. But they're saying, drinking my calories don't count. They are not necessarily drinking 80 ounces of water a day. They are literally just drinking their calories and they don't count. I can eat anything I want and stay thin. I am always this size. I'm always this weight. But the catch is you have to find a sentence that you know is true for yourself. You have to feel it real. So this is where I say the questions are going to play up greatly. So I love why questions. Why is it so easy to reach my goal weight of 123.4 pounds? Why am I always 123.4 pounds? Then I can say, how is it I quickly became 123.4 pounds? How is it I lost the weight so fast and I am now 123.4 pounds? But I have to remember that I'm not going to look in the mirror tomorrow morning unless I've had plastic surgery and I'm going to be Jessica Rabbit with blonde hair. I'm still going to be a little chunky and I have to be, that's okay because it's coming. Stop thinking those thoughts because it is okay. It is coming. So tricks. My jeans are getting looser. My pants are getting looser. I can eat this and it's going to melt the fat off my stomach. You can thank your food. You can call it skinny food. The girls in my group that are talking about the challenge, they're using skinny pizza, skinny Chinese. And then one of them went on vacation and drove past a Chinese restaurant and a pizza place. And that was the name, Skinny Chinese and Skinny Pizza. So the universe is confirming that we can eat anything we want and be skinny. And we have proof. Look at the woman who goes to McDonald's. She gets a burger, fries, and a large drink. And she's skinny. It's all your words, guys. Your imaginal scene is that scale weighs 123.4 pounds. That's it. But your words 95% of the day have to match that imaginal scene. I am Italian, so I'm curvy. I have a voluptuous figure. I'm built like Jessica Rabbit. I weigh 123.4 pounds. If you want to be fit and toned, it would be, why am I so easily fit and toned? How is it that I easily became fit and toned? I'm fit and toned. I have this very fit, toned body, and I don't even work out. When you want to be flexible, you would say, I'm flexible. I did yoga for a long time. I did gymnastics, and then after I did gymnastics, I still did yoga to maintain my flexibility. I am still really flexible. I can't do the center splits anymore, but I really don't want to at my age. It's not something on my dream list. But I was able to be so flexible that I could touch my feet to the back of my head, and I was like that far away. And I got disgusted and quit instead of saying, my feet easily touch the back of my head when I'm doing I believe it's the tortoise pose. You pull your feet behind your head and you arch your back. It's really cool. But the thing is, no matter what I say, if you don't do this, it's not going to work. You have to find your sentence or just keep asking the question, why do I weigh a certain amount? Or why do I wear a certain clothes size? So one of my girls, were talking, and I said, do you know how would you feel if you were a size 5? Say I'm a size 5. She said it doesn't feel true. So if you are like me and you wear a size 10 and you want to be a size 5, your end goal is a size 5. That's where you frame it in the question. How is it I'm a size 5? Why am I a size 5? And you keep asking it over and over and over and over again. 830 days, I think, is what I'm on with why am I spoiled, and I am spoiled. It's because I keep saying it. When we stop saying things, something happens to replace that thought, and that thought now becomes our dominant thought. So our dominant thought is we need to lose weight instead of I have the perfect weight. Why do I have the perfect weight for my body? So now we're moving along in our questions. Why am I 123 pounds? Because I have the perfect weight for my body. Why am I a size 5? Because I have the perfect size for my body. How is it I have size 5 clothes that fit me amazingly well? Things that you can do, but you have to line those 3 up. You have to line your imagination, your thoughts, and your spoken words. Stop is going to be your best friend, because I got out of the shower this morning, I know, TMI, and caught myself in my full-length mirror. I have 3 mirrors in my bathroom. I'm definitely a girly girl. So I can see the back of my hair, I can do my makeup, brush my teeth, but also how I look in clothes. So I catch myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh. Normally I would say, okay. Today I went, oh. And I was like, stop. Because the number is coming. You're getting closer and closer to it every day. It's coming. It's not an overnight success when you're losing weight. It's coming. So my stomach is getting flatter. My weight is getting lower and lower. It's okay because I know it's coming. So I'm going to stop feeding that, oh, I'm fat, or the, not yet. I love that phrase. Not yet. To me, it was like, well, the universe hasn't delivered it yet, but in actuality, it means I don't have it. So I had to figure that word phrase out for myself. What question sounds good to you? Do you want a number? Do you want a clothes size or a weight size? Because that number is going to be your best friend. You are going to constantly say it. When you go clothes shopping, I wear a size 5. When you go shoe shopping, you automatically know what your shoe size is. Make that your pant size. And talk about how easy it is to get into a size 5 pants. Talk about how easy it is to get to that weight number and how you've always been that weight number and you're so proud of yourself. If you want to get back to your weight that you weighed in your 20s, I now weigh what I did in my 20s. Isn't it wonderful? I now weigh what I did in my 20s. Why was it so easy to get that shape back, that figure back? Things like this, you have to play in your head. The challenge in my group, I give you a daily thing, and we're on day 12 of being the perfect weight for your body. I picked measurements because I want to go back to my 38, 23, 38 measurements. They were awesome. I loved it. Jessica Rabbit, if she were an actual human, she would be 6 foot in her heels and she would be a 40, I believe 23, 40. Not bad. I mean, those are nice curves for a girl if you want a curvy figure. But if you want toned and fit, then you're going to say I'm toned and fit. If you want a certain bra size, name your bra size and keep repeating it over and over and over again. And if you ask it as a question, it bypasses your conscious beliefs, sinks into your subconscious mind, and it automatically recreates that belief because you are framing it in a question. So the reason my techniques work is I weigh 123.4 pounds. Why do I weigh 123.4 pounds? Because I bypassed my conscious mind, I tricked my subconscious, and it delivered my weight. That is the real answer to it. But now let's amplify this. Why am I so happy I weigh 123.4 pounds? Now I added this feeling. And because I added this feeling of happiness to my weight loss or my weight number that I want to weigh, I've amplified it. Because when you add that happy feeling, your brain is letting off those little endorphins that make us smile. And we're like, yes. So you've got to do the work, though. In any technique that you try, you have to do the work. But when you start lining up your imagination, your thoughts, and your words. Now, your imagination, again, is the pant size, the scale size number. Your thoughts, why is it so easy to be that side? Your words have to be spoken mentally in your head as well as out loud. Because if your ears hear it, it's bypassing your subconscious. Not just your inner conversations, your outer conversations need to line up. So I'm sitting with Ashina and Ash says, how's the diet going? It's amazing. I've lost 5 pounds in 12 days. For me, that's incredible because I'm actually eating more food and I'm losing weight. It's one of the things my daughter says. I eat anything I want and I stay this size. So Mom, anything you want to eat causes you to lose the weight. So I've been doing it. I lose a pound a day. Been doing that one. And I'm not beating myself up because I haven't lost 12 pounds. I'm saying, you know what? You're doing really good because you've already lost 5 pounds. It's coming. The weight is falling off. Your dream size is coming. You got this. Keep those words, though, spoken. So I'm not going to tell Ash I'm a size 5 yet, but I can say I'm getting closer and closer to a size 5. I'm getting closer and closer to 123.4 pounds. My dream body and weight, it's almost here. It's coming to me even as we speak. So I can eat this pizza and I can be thin. I can eat this cheeseburger with the fries and I'm still going to get thin. That's the secret. It's honestly in your words that you say 23 hours a day. Because the other hour of the day when you're doing your manifestations, if things are not changing, it's because the other 23 hours, you're thinking the opposite thoughts. And the opposite thought that you are thinking is the one that you are projecting, dominating, persisting in is true. And you're saying, I'm wishing this would change, but I know this is true. It's not flipping it. It's redirecting it by saying, stop. That no longer serves me. I am now the perfect weight for my body. I am now the perfect size for my body. I will always be the perfect weight and size for my body. And just go on about your day. The weight will fall off as long as you persist in this assumption until it actually hardens into fact. I love you guys. Again, subscribe, smash the like button, share my videos, and as always, tell me how what I'm sharing with you is drastically changing your life for the better.